Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, it depends. I'm Aboubakar Mambimba Ndjoungui, Deputy General Manager of Gabonese Space Agency, AGEOS. Thank you to invite me for delivering my speaking about our space agency and the activities. And we start on our activities, setting up the ground station and all activities 10 years ago, and we have the support of the government, and this was a good opportunity for us to go forward by setting up the agency. And related to the Gabonese Space Agency activities now, we are involved in several projects, and the main project now is to build our nano-satellite. This is very important for us to have our space segment, and the first one of this constellation will be dedicated to the coastline monitoring activities and illegal fishing. This is the first one. And for that, we have government support. We allocate some funding to build this first satellite. And we involve all the national actors, and mainly the universities and the private sector, to go forward with us to build this first nanosat. And we put a big pressure to involve the young people in this project, because we are young, and also the capacity to learn quickly this new project, and in terms of sustainability development of activities, it's really better to involve all the space, in the space activities, the young people. And about the collaboration, we have many collaboration with the other space agency, like in Africa we are SANSA, South Africa Space Agency. We are also outside Africa, NASA, UAGS and European Space Agency, to support us mainly in capacity building. In terms of facilities now, we have 3 antennas in Earth observation, optical and radar. We are also support some activity from the launch of some private sector, private sector from the launch of the rocket to put in the orbit some satellites, and also to go to the ESS. And in the short-term priority, we have the nanosat building. We are also continue to develop our services mainly in forest monitoring in all the 24 countries covered by our ground station. We work mainly with Central Africa countries to help for forest monitoring close to the climate change activities. And to go forward, to build any kind of space industry in Central Africa region, we need to work together with other countries and other institutions, mainly with private sector, because private sector is important. We have capacity, we have time, we are, all things to allow us to go forward and build this kind of network in space industry in all the African continent. To build this big space industry issue, we must to cooperate with all the actors, and we need an umbrella. This umbrella is, I think, it's an African Space Agency. It will be put together all the national space agencies and private sectors. And I know we are also the African policy and strategy. This is a good document provided by African Union, and it will be a good document to take as a basis and to go forward for all the African countries. In terms of funding, this is a big issue for us because money is very, very difficult now to get. We have the opportunity to be supported by the government. Not only for government, we need to mobilize some other funding to go forward in the space industry. And the private sector will play a key role in these activities because there are the opportunity, there are capacity to go outside and to mobilize the funding. And in terms of capacity building, this is a very important issue for the young continent or a young country in this strategic activities related to the space, because we need to build a kind of critical mass to go forward with in African industry. Young people will play a big role, and also universities to teach, to have a curricula in space domain. There is now not enough in all the African universities. In Gabon, for example, we discussed several years ago with the university to put in the curricula the training or the teaching the space domain. Step by step, we will build this issue in national level. I think it's so for me, and sorry for my, I'm not with us in Nairobi now. Congratulations for this Space Africa Conference. Thank you, and let's remain in touch.